So in today's webinar for the Virtualtour.city platform, we will be talking the following points. So the first point is welcome point, where we will introduce each other, or we will know who is attending. And the second point is a quick introduction to Virtualtour.city. And the third point, introduction to the CRM tool that Virtualtour.city has. And the fourth point is short how-to. So in this point, we will be talking about how to use the CRM from creating lead to the order. And then in 4.2, we talk about how to create a tour from order to point on map. And the 4.3, we will talk about how to promote the tours that were credited on other platforms, which means if you have a virtual tour hosted on other platform, still you can move it to the Virtualtour.city. And the fourth point, 4.4, how to store multimedia content to the Virtualtour.city. And at last, we will be talking about the about your questions, and also we will have a short free discussion. So let's start with the first point. Welcome. So I would like firstly to welcome you everyone. My name is Yusuf Bobiev, and I am product manager at Virtualtour.city project. And here our project manager Dominic Demeter is also present. So thank you for attending. Short about we are a small company in Luxembourg. What if projects in the projects and the Virtualtour.city is a project that we just started like years ago, and now we have a client data of 20,000, more than 1,000. The second point in the agenda, so it will be a quick introduction to Virtualtour.city, its mission, and a quick intro to the statistics. Let me just go to the presentation that we have. So here we are. So Virtualtour.city is a platform for mass production of virtual tour. So we created this platform in order, so in a way that to meet the needs of the photographers for providing shooting campaigns where a small group of people can provide high number of virtual tours, ensuring their quality. So eContent Store was also a satisfied user of this platform, and we acquired it from a Belgian company last year, and we provide this four type of services, four pack of services. So the first pack will be promotion only. The promotion only is this for allowing our partners to publish on Virtualtour.city via third-party platform hosted virtual tours. And here in the down you can see which other services we provide for that, especially that we provide initial 3 months trial that you can try, and also the technical support. Also we have a hosting only service. So this subscription allows the partner to safely store their virtual tour related multimedia content on Amazon Cloud and manage them via user interface of Virtualtour.city. And we also have CRM plus hosting. So we combine CRM and the hosting service. And this is the subscription which allows our partners to get to the customer relation management tool, which is integrated with the content management. So this allows to follow the activity related to customer from the beginning and to store multimedia content related to the selected business case. And lastly, we have all VTC services, which is quite clear that it will include all the services that we have. So this full pack This full pack offers on the top of mentioned services also a production part which allows to produce a virtual tour extended with interactive content such as hotspots, pictures, audio, and others. So currently we are also working to the integration of Google Street View API to allow users to also to upload their virtual tours to Google Street View. And as you see here, the platform has deep integration with Google Analytics, so that means you can get clear statistics. And in the last year, we had the monthly of 100,000 visitor sessions and 50,000 unique visitors. So these are monthly statistics. This was a quick introduction to Virtualtour.city platform. And on the third point, we have introduction. It will be again a quick introduction to the CRM, what it is about. And here, if I go again to the presentation. So it's CRM tool for managing your clients. So Virtualtour.city has built-in CRM system, so the users or our partners could manage their clients from the lead status and to follow and to get them to the order status. What it means, you can just place all your client information, follow them, archive all conversation with them, all emails, and send out emails from our CRM system. And at the end, when the deal is closed, you can just create and send them the invoices. So all these things can be done in our CRM system, and no need to use any other third-party CRMs, which are quite expensive. So I just go again to the agenda. At the first point, we have how-tos. As you may checked your emails, we already sent you some short video guides about each point that. But I will try to explain in live session all these things and show lively how to do these steps. But if you miss something, or again, you can move to your agenda and check those video guides on each point of this place. So I will start with short how-tos. So how to use a CRM flow from lead to order. So in order to do that, I need to go to Virtualtour.city platform. So I will just go and log in. Here, in order to log into Virtualtour.city, you just need to go to login.virtualtour.city. And here, if you have already a subscription, you can log in with your email or with your Google+. Just go with Google+. So here we have several options, several tools, but now I need to, it's a point about the CRM, so I will go to create a lead for a client, for example. So I just need to go to leads and orders, and here I will create a new lead. So in my case today, I will create a lead for Aston Martin car showroom in Luxembourg. So all I need to do is write Aston Martin Luxembourg, and the street name, I have the data somewhere here. So it will be 128 Thionville. In the country, we have a list of countries, but please be sure that we don't include all of the countries here. So if you couldn't find your country, just click on Other, and that in the bottom, and the customer write in custom your country name, and the same thing will be for the cities. But in my case, we have Luxembourg here, and also the city. Again, with your the same situation with your city. If you can't find it on this list, just go to others and write it down. So after we wrote down the address and the city and the country, so, all we need to do is to just click on Get Coordinations, and our platform will automatically get coordinations for this one. And here in this part, we need to write the approximate price we want to put, price of the offer that we want to provide to the client. So, yeah, in my case, I will just write $100, and the category will be car showroom, and in here we have garage, so this will be used, and their email address will be info@arnoldcoms.au. Once it's done, if you have the contact person directly, you can just add them all here. Arnold, and the cell phone number, just this one. And if you have other information, again, like Google Plus, Facebook, or website, just add it. But they are not the necessary ones. I mean, the compulsory ones. So I just create it and submit this lead. So lead is created now. All we need to do, when you create the lead, of course, you will receive a mail to your email from our platform. So just let me close my emails for them not to distract. So now we created a lead. So if you want to go and edit the lead or look at all leads, so we just go again to leads and orders, and here we will have all leads. And here, this we already logged into the CRM of Virtualtour.city platform. Here you can see we have 4 columns. So which one means that the first one is lead, the second one prospect, the third one is in negotiation, and the fourth one is closing deal. In the first part, in the first column, you can just find the leads that you have just created. So here is the one that we just created, and we can go by clicking here to see the details. So this was the only created one. You can just go and edit anything here if you want the city, if you want even to change the price. Everything is changeable, so you can change it. But the most important thing here, you can just click here to send an email to the customer, for example. You just write here down in the subject and send email. This will go automatically to the client. And here you can just, for example, put a reminder that you should call this garage. And you should also select a date, for example, for Thursday at 12 o'clock, assigned to someone. So if you have a group of users, you can just assign to someone else to do this task. So when you add this activity, it will come out again. So here the phone call, we have meeting, we have deadline, everything is just done there. And now it is a lead. For example, if you already talked to the client, you can change the status to the prospect. Again, when it is you are still negotiating, you just can move the status to negotiating. And finally, if you're closing the deal, you just click on it. Now here you can see that all the recording of the actions that you did with this business are taken here, we can say. And here you can see that we appointed a phone call to Yusuf Bobiev, and then we changed the status of the lead, and all these records can be seen here. And finally, when we when we close a deal with a client and he signed a quote, even we can say we need to convert the lead to the order. So in order to do this, all you need to do is just click on this thumbs up. So I just click on this one. Here you can see that a pop-up window will come out. And if you have a contact number official, you just write your contact number. In my case, it's 599. So once everything is done, you just click on submit. Now, this lead was moved to one, so which means that the client is ready to pay, and you can already offer this offer and provide the service to him, and later send an invoice from the CRM. So that was the part one of the agenda. And now the 4.2 is about how to create a tour from order to point on maps. Now, actually, we created order already about this Aston Martin, so we will just go and from this order continue to create a virtual tour. So I will just go to the dashboard of Virtualtour.city again. So here is the main dashboard of Virtualtour.city, and all I need to do is just go to produce and publish, and in business list. Here you can see that the lead which we just converted to order can be seen on the top of the list. So in order to continue creating a virtual tour with that, all we need to do first of all is to go to this part, to media gallery, and to upload here the panoramas that we have in hand for this virtual tour. So I need to go to my desktop. In order to keep it very fast, I will just add 2 panoramas, or no, I will add them all. And here on the top, you can have panoramas. We have point of interest, there is unstitched, photo place, and also we have client gallery and all my gallery. So on the here on client gallery, you usually place all the photos or all other logo and the other multimedia stuff that you have for this business. And in my gallery, you can also put the logo of your agency, which you can put under for in each virtual tours. But the panoramas, it's already known. In point of interest, you will have the screenshot of the starting point, and unstitched is for the DSLR cameras who take the photos in usual the unstitched form, and our platform has a tool to stitch them. So it takes quite like around like 30 seconds.
Excuse me, we don't hear you.
Huh?
We don't hear you.
You still don't hear me? Hello?
Now it is fine, thanks.
It's fine, okay. So here we have a ready business, I mean the same business with uploaded panoramas. Here you can see we have 5 panoramas, and in the client gallery, I also uploaded a showroom, a photo of showroom and the music, which I will later put on the virtual tour. So in order to add the gallery, to the client gallery, all you need to do is just click and upload any file that you want, for example, from here. So that's very simple. And from here, once we uploaded the panoramas, we come again to the dashboard, to the production unit, and here we have 360-degree shown, which is a virtual tour editor. And when we enter here, the first thing that we will do is just to go to the order panoramas, because we just uploaded them. Now we need to order them by sorry. Sorry. I again confused two tours. So this is the one without panoramas, but I'm going again to that one. So we need to go to the one that we have panoramas already. So order panoramas, and here down, you can see the panoramas listed. Now you can just change the places. For example, this will be the first one, again, because it's the starting of the place. So this will be the yard. It's just changing them is very easy by just dragging and dropping. So here, let me just see. It should be among these ones. Yeah. So this ordering is fine now. And once we did the ordering, all we need to do is just to save, and then we can go and put some hotspots or navigations between the panoramas. So for this one, you need to go to edit hotspots, and here you can see that we have spot, hotspot, link, and screenshot, and also thumbnail. In Virtualtour.city platform, the navigations are called as spots. So for example, I will add a spot from a navigation from the first panorama to the second panorama just by clicking on spot. And here you will see that the number will appear. So you should just place it in a way where you want to place this navigation. And then you need to assign this spot to some panorama. So in our case, it will be to number 2. And all we need to do is to just do the same thing for other panoramas. So this one will go inside the showroom, and it will go to the panorama number 3. And from the panorama number 2, and sorry, this should be, I made the incorrect ordering. Just need to go and reorder them. So this is the entrance, so it should be here. Okay, save, and we can just move to edit hotspots. So from the third part, from the third panorama, we add a spot, and it will go to the middle of the showroom, to the number 4. And again, I will show it here. And from the number 4, we create a spot which goes to number 5. And from number 5, again, we can create one which goes directly outside from here. And it will go to the panorama number 1. So again, we did this one, we save, and we always don't forget to click on build tour. And after clicking on build tour, if you go to dashboard and click on the view, you already think that you should be able to see the spots that you created. So here you can see we created the spot, and now we can navigate between the panoramas easily. So this was a initial part of the tour. Now, what we're gonna do is to go again to this virtual tour editor and add some hotspot. In my case, in order to keep it short, I will create one hotspot for the information. So I'll just write information, and the style will be the text. And I have already some text here, so I just need to add this one. And if you want to add some photo, just show it, insert photo. And here we have a photo of this place. So this one is created, we save it, and this hotspot saved. And if you want also at the same time to add a background music in Virtualtour.city tour, you need to create a hotspot with a music feature. So all I need to do is just to go to the style, and there will be music, and here I will write music. So here, the music link, as I showed you, it will be on the client gallery. So if you have any MP3 files or audio, you can just upload it there. So we already have one uploaded, so I just select it and save. Again, I will click save here and build tour. Now I go to the dashboard and check everything is working or not. Here, now you can see that our information is working. The hotspot and also the spots are working very well. In order to get the music, we need to go down here. Here you can see that we have a music in the background. So in order to mute the music, here you can just click, or you can unmute it anytime you want. So now our tour has a hotspot. It has spots to move between the panoramas. So now we'll just close it down. And the last part, even when you create a tour, it won't show up on the Virtualtour.city platform. So when you create it, then you should come here. We have a column of visible, and just click on it. And in this case, it will be visible. And at any time you want to inactivate, or I don't know, to disable the tour in order not to be shown on Virtualtour.city, again you click on it. So I just click on this one, and our tour will be already on Virtualtour.city in Luxembourg City list. So you can find it there. We are done with the 4.2. Now we need to pass to the 4.3. About this one, sorry, almost I forgot how to get the iframe code, which is a very important thing for creation of virtual tour. So you created a virtual tour, but your client is asking for iframe code. So in order to get the iframe code, again, you go to your business list. And here, for example, for this tour, we will have this link, this button, which will take us to the CRM. And here in the CRM, you will have this link icon. When you click on it, you can find all the sources for the virtual tours. So for this virtual tour here, you have three kind of iframe codes, and you can use to embed the tour to anywhere you want. Now that was the last point of the 4.2. Now I will show you how to promote the tours that were created on other platforms. So what that means, you may already created a tour which is hosted on other platform, but you want to promote it on our Virtualtour.city platform, which has quite a lot of traffic, around 100,000 per month. So what you need to do is just to go to leads and orders and to create a new order. And here you will need to write your client's name. In my case, I will write for a, or it will be Istiklal Stuttgart, and the street number will be on my street. And the country, it will be Germany. In my case, it will be Germany. So here we have it. And the city will be Stuttgart. So yeah, you can just, again, as we did on the lead, you just get the coordinations. But the main part in this point is that you just need to check the box here, use external tour, and all you need to have is a link to this tour. In my case, the tour is hosted on Google Street View, so I just need to get and paste it in this row. So if you have the prices, you can add, for example, 100, and the category of the tour will be just get the category. It will be furniture store, and the email address. Let me just add your email address. And if you have any contact person and other stuff, you can add it. But in my case, I just need to submit this one. Now, the tour is already created. We can just go to produce and publish. And in our business list, we should already see the tour.
Yusuf, we don't hear you.
Do you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes it takes a few seconds in order to enter. It was the tour which was hosted on Google Maps. And here, when you should again make it visible or invisible. So in my case, I will just go make it visible, and let's check on the platform. So it's Virtualtour.city, and if you look for Istiklal, here we have two. I think this one is the one that I just created. Sorry. Now here, you can see that the tour is hosted on Virtualtour.city platform, but we embedded it on Virtualtour.city. No, it was hosted, but here we have it hosted on our platform Virtualtour.city. So that is the point that we just covered. It was 4.3. Now all we need to cover is 4.4, and it is about hosting service. So how to host your multimedia content on our platform. So this is for those who has a lot of panoramas or a lot of multimedia content of their clients and want to store it somewhere safely. And as you may already know, our platform uses Amazon Cloud, which is the safest hosting service in the world. So for this one, all you need to do is to, again, go to Virtualtour.city platform. And why I sign in with an email which has access only to this service. So okay, just this one. Yeah. Yeah, we are in the dashboard of Virtualtour.city platform. So in order to enter or to upload your data or multimedia content to our platform, first of all, you should create an order for each of the panoramas or for each multimedia content that you want to put. So again, in my case, I will add the same one, Aston Martin, the one that I have some tours and multimedia, Aston Martin, and it will be again here from the list, the address, Luxembourg. The city again will be Luxembourg City, and get the coordinations. So as you have maybe understood that most of the operations on Virtualtour.city passes through the CRM, which makes it very easy to handle it in the future. So it is sorted and handled very well, very organized. So again, you need to select the garage and also the email of them. So once we filled in this part, all we need to do is to just submit. And once we submit, we need to go to the dashboard back and in produce and publish, and in business list. Here you can see that I just created Aston Martin, and how to in order to start storing our multimedia content, just we need to click on media gallery, and as we did already, you just need to go and click here to add any panoramas. For example, for our case, I just go and put one panorama here. So you can see the process here. It will the panoramas are all already sorted by they are broken down into parts, and they are regulated for each kind of the devices. For example, this one, and this is for the desktop, and then for iPad and the for phones. So it will automatically order them. And here on this part, as I told you, you will add again the other stuff, other multimedia content that you have. And in my gallery, you only add the logo or other multimedia content that you have for your own business. But here it will be all the clients. Let's wait for this to get uploaded. Yes, here you can see that the panorama is uploaded already. So in the client gallery, as I told you, you can host any kind of content that you want. So here I just go and add some other content to there. So For example, I have some photo and also I have a music for this client. So I just go and add them here. And these are all sorted in a safe hosting service, Amazon Cloud. So this was the last point that we were about to discuss, and we covered it. Now I need to just go. Now it's time for question and answer. So please, if you have any questions, feel free. Just don't forget to open your microphone and ask. We will try our best to answer all the questions. Thank you again for your attention.
Can you please